This Leo new moon is a dramatic, passionate, exciting new beginning, but be careful because with Mercury retrograde, whatever you start is probably going to have some complications that you want to be prepared for. So if you're excited to get into what this Leo new moon means for you and everyone, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. Hi, I'm Maren. If you're new here, I make videos on astrology, and if you want a reading from me or you want to take any of my courses and learn about astrology, all that's linked below, you can find that. So first, we're going to get into what this new moon means, what the energy is, what you can expect to happen around it, and then we'll specify what this means specifically for you and how that's going to be showing up in your life based on your rising sign. So firstly, a new moon is a new beginning. So it's going to be the beginning of a cycle, something starting and something getting to move in your life. It is not the culmination, the ending, or the high point. New moons are quiet. The moon is dark in the sky. So even though this is Leo, this is private, internal, or something starting in our personal lives, not a party happening. So with Leo, you can expect, obviously, a more colorful, passionate new beginning. Leo is the sign of the sun. It is the middle of summer, and it is, quite a charismatic, colorful energy. So this new moon, the feelings behind it, the events involved in it, the motivations, they're really passionate and driven and could feel like something that you want to share. Whenever Leo's involved in anything, and as someone with a lot of Leo myself, I always like to recommend to not leak out that energy or be too proud about it before it happens. I recommend this with anyone. Don't share your wins until they're literally finalized, because I can't tell you the amount of times I've been excited for something, told all my close friends, one of them or all of them are jealous, and I get evil eye shit back, and whatever happens, happens, and it doesn't happen. So I'm not saying not to involve people or whatnot, but with Leo involved, there can be just a lot of jealousy, sabotage, and other people being threatened by your light. Your light has nothing to say about theirs if you're ever feeling, bad about being a bad bitch or whatever. But just be careful with a Leo new moon, Mercury retrograde. There could be some catty energy with this. So Leo new moon, inherently new beginning, passionate, colorful, all those things. This is happening on July 4th, 2025 at 12:11 p.m. Pacific time at 2 degrees of Leo. So sun and moon in Leo are in the first decan, or the first third of Leo. And this is associated with the 5 of Wands tarot card, and there's a tone of Saturn in here. So even though Leo is ruled by the sun, happy, yay, Saturn is an energy that is more serious, mature, and refined. And actually, this is exactly on my Mars at 2 degrees Leo. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Basically, this part of Leo shows performing or acting out in an environment while you're being judged, or you feel as if there's opponents and haters kind of watching. So even though this is Leo, there's a little bit of a more self-conscious or scared quality to what we're starting, because there's power or there is threat behind it with what we're doing. So this card is known as the Lord of Strife. It can really involve people not having your best interest, or you feeling as if there's negativity surrounding you. So be careful about who you share this with, or the kind of energy that you're bringing in involving with this new beginning. I really don't like that this is on my Mars. Seeing that now, I'm oh, I don't like this. So this is conjunct Mercury retrograde in Leo. It's not super close by degree, but it is sharing a sign, and I will have a whole video up on that Mercury retrograde, I'm sure. But a Mercury retrograde is going to show confusion, miscommunications, misunderstanding, and travel or logistics issues. This Mercury retrograde I'm not too concerned about for meaningful, deep issues. It just looks like people are attached to or have egos wrapped up in their plans. And when the plans don't go according to plan, there could be some tantrums. So just be aware of the need to be flexible and not hold too tightly or be too attached to what's starting here, because there is quite a likelihood of Mercury retrograde energy, which is having to redo, go back, fix, and get information again. So if possible, I would get the cooperative components or energy formed around this new moon. I wouldn't execute it until a few days to weeks later, when you feel like you have a solid team or plan behind you, just because I wouldn't want to start anything materialistically during a Mercury retrograde. The ideas, talking to some people that want to start something together, that's a little bit different, but I wouldn't sign the contract necessarily on the day of this new moon at all. This is also, more frustratingly, exactly opposite Pluto in Aquarius. So there's a big theme of feeling pressured, manipulated, or scared of what another party is going to do to you around this new beginning. In opposition to Pluto is you feel like there's a sniper aiming at you on another building, and you don't really know what move you should make to keep your yourself safe, and also you don't really know what you want to do even. You feel pressured and manipulated, and it doesn't feel good. So it does feel like there's a subversive, or I keep saying evil eye. I need to learn better fucking evil eye protection. I just mean that as a general energy of like jealousy, subversion, sabotage that people point towards you. That's big with this. So keep your circle small, keep your information small, and don't let yourself start anything out of fear or wanting to be small. Like, don't let someone pressure you into some bullshit. Be big and be loud, and they can deal with it. Mars is also going to be conjunct the South Node in Virgo during this. And I mentioned this in my full moon video a couple weeks ago, but this energy is kind of in the background, and it's showing a surgical or very distinct precision of removing things that you don't want to bring with you into the next chapter. So with this new beginning, there's also a feeling of purging and making sure that you're removing things that logically don't help you with this new beginning, and being like really deliberate with details and what you include. Venus is also going to be in Gemini, and it's squaring Mars in Virgo. So this can be really good for flirty, romantic, fiery dynamics. It's not the best for teamwork because you're going to be on everyone's nerves. So just know that like there's a lot of banter, there could be a lot of surface fighting, and that could be great if you're flirting with someone. It's not great to like get a team together or be on the same page. So it's a little bit uncooperative. And then Saturn and Neptune are still together in Aries. This is not really making any challenging aspects to this new moon. In fact, it's trine, this full moon. So keep a handle on the restraint and the boundaries about your own actions. Don't be impulsive here. Do not be egoic with your actions. Try to be restrained and mature with your actions that will reward you well around this. So I would say, of course, do the things, be proud of what you're starting, and take that energy that you want to put into something meaningful and like literally put it there. Do the thing, execute your dream and get that going. Try to pace yourself. Try to wait for a little bit of a more cohesive, slower route to this. I would not go crazy with the pace on this. And if you feel manipulated or pressured, maybe don't even act immediately until that feeling of not being in a scarcity mindset or pressured by someone is there. If you need to wait until the ops are gone, basically, because it does look like there's some jealousy around this new moon for you in your life. So now let's pull a tarot card to see what exactly, I got a new light. Actually, do you want to see? I got this, I've been getting like filming stuff on TikTok Shop, and it's so bright. I love it. I love an insanely bright light. We need to be blinded. And I have now bought like phone and filming things on TikTok Shop because it tends to be just the best. I find the best products on there ever. I didn't buy anything from there until like 2 weeks ago, and then I bought like 3 or 4 filming things. Like sorry for the tangent. I bought a wall tripod that suctions onto the wall, and I can use a tripod anywhere. It's great. Anyway, let's pull a tarot card. Sorry about that tangent. The Hanged Man. That's interesting. So the Hanged Man is like, fuck this. I'm gonna do my own thing. So it's not bad. It actually just shows that you're dipping out. You don't want to be in that universe. You don't want to be in that drama. You don't have time for that. So this new beginning for you is like, you're dipping out. You're starting something new. You don't want to be, it feels like you're getting away from the haters, or you're getting away from the bad energy, and the bad energy is like hating on you still. And it's like, haha, like you suck, but you're like, I'd rather be cringe than be like scared. Like I'm cringe, but I'm free. That's kind of the energy with this. Like don't let people dim you. So now let's get into what this means for you based on your sign. This is based on your rising sign, not your sun sign. This is the area of life that's coming to you and starting something new based on your rising sign. So let's start with Leo risings, because you guys want to hear this the most anyway. So Leo risings, you are getting the attention. It's your identity. It is you on display. Something that you're putting out into the world or you're being known for is starting. You are going to start a journey with something about your physical body, identity, or a part of yourself that you're growing and you're excelling at. So this is something that you are known for or getting attention for. You're starting that more and you're growing in that. And you could feel like a relationship or partner in your life doesn't have your back and is kind of not supporting you. If you are a Virgo rising, this is in your 12th house of mental health. So you are probably starting something to better your mental health or your psychology. And it could feel as if you're having to change your physical health to do that a lot. If you are a Libra rising, this is in your 11th house of networking and social groups and friends. So you could be starting or joining a group of friends, a group of people. You could be joining a party of people. You're kind of joining, friends and groups. If you are a Scorpio rising, this is in your 10th house of career. So you're probably starting a new job or starting a work-related journey. And it could feel like your home dynamic is really kind of affected by that. If you are a Sagittarius rising, this is in your 9th house of long distance travel or higher education. So you could be deciding to study abroad or take a long trip abroad, or you could be enrolling in like university or learning something new. If you are a Capricorn rising, this is in our 8th house of investments or shared like resources. So you're probably either deciding to invest in something and grow your money long term, or you are joining with someone and starting to share a resource with someone. If you are an Aquarius rising, this is in your 7th house of committed serious relationships. So you guys are having likely a new serious relationship form, or you are signing a contract with someone in a way that's very important and official. If you are a Pisces rising, this is in your 6th house of physical health or coworkers. So you could be beginning something that is going to help your physical health, like a diet, exercise, treatment plan, or you could be hiring a group of people or joining kind of a group of people at work. If you're an Aries rising, this is in your 5th house of fun and romance and creativity. So you could be deciding to date someone new, meeting someone that you're romantically interested in. You could be deciding to like start something that is just for fun. Like you enjoy doing this. You're going to start doing this. Or you could be starting a creative project for art reasons. If you are a Taurus rising, this is in your 4th house of home or family. It looks like you are moving in somewhere new or starting something new with where you live with your family. If you are a Gemini rising, this is in your 3rd house of communication, content, and being productive. So you're probably starting something new that you're writing or working on for content, or something new that's a hobby. And if you are a Cancer rising, this is in your 2nd house of income. So it looks like you guys are starting a new income stream and way of making money. So let me know how you're feeling about this new moon down below. I hope it's a positive one and that you don't let like negativity stop you from whatever you're starting. But yeah, let me know how you're feeling. I will see you in the next one. Take care.